check.
Yo.
Sounds good.
Everybody I sound good? You can hear me?
Yes, you sound great.
All right, cool.
Perfecto.
We sound good. You want to count us in?
Yes. 3, 2, 1. Let's jam.
Holy fuckamole. Welcome to another episode of Necro Electric. I'm your host, Sean D. Skellington. This banging ass broad's my wife, Kylie. And then this sparkly, Christmassy, emo chick over here is Jordan Chetelat.
Hello.
Emo out.
Today we got a very special guest, Waco's own rapper Pirscription.
Hey, appreciate y'all having me, man.
Thanks for coming out.
No problem.
What's our theme today?
Yeah,
Oh, the
I'm
theme.
scared. They told me there was gonna be a theme.
There is always a theme,
Yeah.
and today's is the void.
The void.
Which is it's a take on death. So
All right.
we're getting towards the end of the month, end of the year actually.
Yeah.
End of the decade, guys.
End of the decade.
Facts.
Shit.
And our three most favorite subjects were sex, death, and Halloween.
Okay.
So you get death.
I get that.
Yes.
All right. I'm with it.
Nice. All right, and then before we dive into it, we have a goal of 1 billion subscribers, and we're like a long ways away. So help me out. I'm trying.
I have a couple 100,000.
Yeah.
So let's talk some death, some into the void shit.
Into
And
the void,
we'll get to
man.
know you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
We get to know you on a personal level first, and then we ask you the basic questions.
All right.
You actually got it off easy. We did a kinky sex one with Keep Waco Loud last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Katie was like, man, you got the topic I really wanted. And I was like, well, she wouldn't tell me what topic it was. I was like, what topic did you get? She said sex. I was, shit, you got the topic I wanted.
It was fine. They did fine.
They did great.
It was very fun.
They were good sports.
Yeah.
I love Katie and Jacob, man. They're super
Yeah,
cool.
they're great.
So as far as like death, let's get into like near-death experiences and what you think happens after.
Near-death experiences.
I've had way too many.
Yeah.
I read a fucking book on it, dude.
I know you have. Near-death experiences by Sean Skellington. The bestseller. I promise.
Bestseller.
You forgot to take the trash out.
I was like, wait, what?
Well, I don't know if you know, dude, but I've been in 14 car accidents as a passenger.
Oh, I don't want to ride. Oh, okay. Oh, as a passenger?
Passenger, dude.
Don't ride with me.
Yeah, my mom, like, she had me when she was 15. She was an alcoholic, like, real early. So I had a wild childhood, dude. Like,
Jeez.
I mean, I could have died in any of those accidents.
How many of those accidents was your mom driving in?
All of them.
All of them?
Yeah, all of them. I'll take it back. Once was my grandma, the one in the mountains.
How
Yeah.
long did you let her keep driving?
And it was like the late 80s, dude. I was a little kid, and like
I guess they weren't
there
as
was,
strict.
yeah, there was no cell phones and shit. Well, I'll tell you a story, right? So my mom picks me up from school and my buddy Robert Preston, and she throws us in the car. She has like a 70s Cutlass Oldsmobile Supreme.
It's nice.
It's a fucking tank,
Yeah.
right?
A
We
wagon.
hit all those cars in that car, and that car survived forever, dude.
That's insane.
And she picked us up and we went to this place in California called Baker Square. I don't know if you guys have those here.
I don't think so. I've never heard of that.
It's like it's a restaurant, but they feature pies is like their main thing. But you can get anything, chicken,
like
whatever.
Cheesecake Factory, but with pies.
Yeah, but just like a more ghetto cheese factory. Right? So we got a fucking a pie, and I'm sitting in the back seat with my friend Robert, and he's got the pie, and I got like some chicken or some shit in a bag, and my mom's just hauling ass down East Avenue. And she's like blasting like Bon Jovi or Motley Crue or some shit.
Yes,
Set
I
deck.
can just see it.
And we were like coming up on the cars, and I was kind of looking. I was like, oh man, we're going kind of fast. And she wasn't paying attention. She was fucking with this cassette. And my mom just ran into this small little hatchback Toyota, full fucking speed, no brakes, no nothing. She'd been sipping SoCo all day.
Oh god.
Southern Comfort, if you guys don't know. And we just fucking annihilated this fucking hatchback, right? And I flew and flipped and hit the seat, and Robert got the fucking pie. And his fucking face all over him, dude. And
God.
and fucking everything stopped, and then my mom was like, "Are you guys all right?" And then I'm like, "Yeah, I think I'm fine." And then she was like, "Fuck," and she was trying to start the car, And the guy was getting out, and his car was just annihilated, and ours was
Oh
like
my God.
fucked up, but it wasn't like it was a tank.
Yeah.
So like the headlights were busted, and some shit was fucked up, but it still ran, and she got it going. She's like, all right. And the guy comes out, and he's like, what the fuck? And he comes running over and hits the window. He's like, what are you doing? And she's like, I got kids. I need to get out of the main road. I need to just go over here, you know? And he's like, all right, fine. Like, just pull your car over and, you know, we'll
Oh
talk.
no, that bitch ran.
Yeah. That's what the G my mom is, dude. She was like, she fucking put it in, she went around it real slow, and then she just punched it. And we're like a mile from our apartment, right? And so we go flying down the
You went
road.
from the apartment?
We were on our way home to the apartment. It was like a mile away.
I saw that coming. I got kids, and then she's like, "Oh hell no!"
Yeah.
Mom's a G.
Yeah, we went flying in there, and then we got into the apartment, and she threw me a screwdriver. She's like, "Go take the plate off the back." And I was like, "Oh shit!"
How old were you?
Like 8,
Damn.
maybe 8. And I went and took the plate out. I don't know.
I'm sure it wasn't funny at the moment, but this is really comical. Like, this needs to be in a movie or something.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, me and
The
my
pie
mom.
in the face, the 8-year-old taking off the license plate.
My mom must have been about 24 or something, somewhere around there at
Yeah.
the time. And then she just had her friend take her to work for like the next couple days.
Oh my god.
And this is how I met my godfather, Sam. So
Oh.
I used to stay home alone, like all the time, because we couldn't afford anything. And then I hear a knock at the door, and like the rule was like never answer the door for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sam, he's like this guy from New York that was a buddy of my mom's. He was like, hey, you gotta open the door. And I'm like, nah, fuck you, man. Like, I don't know who the fuck you are, dude. And then he knew my grandfather's name, and my grandfather was like, you know, you don't fuck with him. So I was like, how do you know my grandfather? And then he's like, your mom got arrested. They came and got her at work. You know, because he used to eat at my mom's restaurant and hang out and shit.
Oh shit.
And he's like, yeah, she's going away for a while, so, you know, I'm going to stay here and take care of you, basically. And that's how that all happened.
Aww.
But yeah.
Super
That's
random.
sweet.
But I definitely could have died in any one of those. If I would have been in the
Yeah.
front seat, because I wasn't wearing a seatbelt. Neither was
Oh my
Robert.
God.
I don't even know what
If I'd gotten into a wreck, I'd been like, please God, don't let me die listening to Bon Jovi.
My mom used to love it. She had the hair.
Oh
you know?
yeah.
You know, that whole fucking, like, Aquanet.
Oh my god.
Super flammable.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess it can be considered a near-death experience, but we, when I was probably either a freshman. No, I was definitely in eighth grade, and we were going on a family trip to North Carolina to visit my aunt. But for some odd reason, we decided to leave like super late at night. And it was about the time that my sister had gotten her driver's license, and so they were like, okay, Lindsay's gonna drive for however
Shout out
long.
to Lindsay.
Yeah, my poor sister. So they're like, Lindsay's gonna drive, Mom's gonna sit in the front seat, and then we're all gonna be sleeping in the back. And we had this like, I don't know what, like a big Suburban. It was old though, and I don't know. We were probably about 2 hours into the trip. And she fell asleep at the wheel. And so she started to drift, and she felt, the rough road, and it woke her up. But instead of just like straightening herself, she overcorrected.
Ouch.
And then the Suburban flipped twice. And by the time it was right side up, it was like halfway up a tree, and then it fell back on us. And we were all in the car.
That's definitely a near-death experience.
For sure.
I don't know what the confusion was there, but
Flash before your eyes.
Asleep. Me and my brother were
Holy
asleep.
shit.
We were late, like, because we had put the front, like the back seats, we'd put them down, so we
Yeah.
were asleep, and my dad was in the back seat. And when we woke up, I just was up. We were on the ceiling or the roof of the car.
Oh
We
my
were like,
god.
what is happening? And so like, we all like crawl out, and like my brother's nose is bleeding, and like everybody's very disoriented.
That's horrible.
And that Suburban was completely demolished. It was horrible. So like ambulances were called, and like I went to the hospital because I couldn't like move my neck, and it was very scary. So they took me to the hospital, and we went back to the wreckage like a couple days later, and it looked like we had like ran into a garbage pile of garbage or whatever. Turns out it was just all of our stuff that had just like flown out of the car. But yeah, and like later on, one of the firefighters was like, yeah, if our dad had been like sitting up and that happened, he would have died. And if any of us had actually been sitting up, we would have all died.
Really?
So yeah, just because of the way that we like turned over and over. And
as a firefighter, why would you tell someone that? They survived. Why would you tell them if you weren't laying down, you would have fucking died?
I know, and like as soon as I heard that, I just started crying. I was like, "Oh my god!" It was so scary, and like my poor sister, she felt so bad. But ever since then, she's had these really horrible like neck and jaw and back problems. And, like it's just been a continual thing. So. Yeah, so it's good.
I want to hear from our guests.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm over here thinking, man. I'm just over here thinking, like, near-death experience. Like, I got a lot. You know, I know a lot of, seen a lot of things happen around me, but like me, I've been really, really lucky. I always end up being like the lucky person. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like out of the bunch. Like I was just like no lie. I was just in an accident like 2 weeks ago after a video shoot in an ATV, and like I was buckled in super good, came out flawless, you know what I mean? And like everybody else is with me is like all my peoples, and like I love them, you know what I mean? My super, like my people's people. Like I had an ATV full of legends, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like well-known people, and like they all get injured, you know what I mean? Oh man, I feel like shit. So like stuff like that, but you know, I've seen a whole lot of crazy stuff around me. But me, I tend to always be the lucky ones, man. I've done crazy. I've gotten in a high speed chase and I didn't get in a wreck. You know what I mean? Like I did all kinds of stuff, bro. I'd be like the luckiest person out of everybody. I swear.
You say you're the luckiest or like the safest person? Because you're like I was buckled in tight. I bet the other ones weren't.
I wish everybody would have been buckled in tight. You know what I mean? Like if I go back, I'll tell everybody buckle in right now.
Run that safety check.
Yeah. See, we have safety meetings all the time, but we really don't discuss safety at all. We just stand around in a circle. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I tend to always be the lucky one. Like even you know, I'm from West. Even in West, we had a big explosion, right? Mm-hmm. And like say when that explosion happened, you know, there was like hundreds and hundreds of people injured. You know, like 15 people killed. It was horrible. And I had just moved to that side of town from the other side of town. Like everything, we was in town. I was at the studio. We happened to leave and go smoke. Was leaving, and it happened while I was gone. You know what I mean? Like while I'm up the road, like I heard it, didn't know what it was. Then my phone started blowing up. We turn around and we see it, and I go back to West and like my house, everything like out of there. Like all the windows busted, doors blew off the hinges, everything sucked out the cabinets. Like
yes, you have some kind of
like everything. And I just so happen to be going up the road and you know taking a little smoke break. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I'd be lucky, bro. I'm telling you. I feel like I haven't hit that super near death experience yet because I just be lucky. Knock on wood, bro. Yeah, well, knock on something, please. Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. You probably haven't seen the show too much, but yeah, I've been shot at. I've been in 2 cars. I've been shot into. Yeah, I've been fucking all kinds of shit.
God, what?
I told the second story with my ex-girlfriend's mom's car thing, but the first time I was probably 19 and my first band had split up and the singer went to a different band, and this is like really weird for metalheads to do this shit, but it's just how it was out in Reno and it's just everybody's bored, so he started a new band and then he wrote a song that talked shit about us,
like a diss track.
Yeah. Right? And then we called him up and we're like, dude, if you want to fucking do some shit, let's do some shit. And he's like, there's a industrial area out in the desert and we all met up there.
Yeah, let's go to this spot in the desert.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like just a few handfuls of people just going at it. But we rolled up and there was probably 15 cars deep and we were 2 cars deep of people. And then they had guns and all kinds of shit. And I'm like, fuck, man. And we actually got out of the car at first, me and Nick Caprioli.
Yeah.
And the shitty thing about Nick is Nick is night blind.
Oh,
he has to wear like special glasses. Yeah, at night to drive and shit, right? So he was ready to fight. I mean, Nick's like a Mexican head dude. And we were like, fuck, man. And like, we're still ready to fight until they busted out the shotgun, right? And started coming at us.
No.
And then Nick's like, we're getting the fuck out of here. And I'm like, all right, dude. And then we get into the car and then he's taking his sweet ass time fucking getting his glasses on. I'm like, Man, what are you doing, dude? We either gotta get out or we gotta go, man.
Like fucking Velma. Where are my glasses?
And he's like, I'm trying, bro. Give me a minute. And then we get on, and then he just floors it, almost hits him. And then we get going, and we didn't even think about it. We're like, fuck it, man. We'll get him another day. And we're driving down the highway, and then here comes one of the trucks, right? And we're like, is that him, dude? I'm not gonna call him
Following you?
Yeah, they were chasing us.
Oh.
And then we're in like a Subaru, so we just fucking gun it, dude. And then we're probably doing about like 80, 85, like coming up on our exit, and it's like a L. And then as we're starting to come down, the truck comes, and then they just hang out the window, and they blew the back window of the Subaru out. Yeah, it was fucking crazy.
It is like a movie.
It's like a movie.
Shit.
Yeah, it sucked.
It happens, man. I've been in a couple crazy situations like that, but once again, bro, always luck out. Just luck out.
You
Yeah,
got the luck too. I mean,
yeah, you must have the luck, bro.
You guys need to hang around. Like my grandpa and you guys can have like a invincible club because my grandpa has been in 4 plane crashes. And
plane crashes?
Yeah, because he builds and flies his own planes.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And he has had 4 plane crashes. One almost ended his life.
So he has nobody to blame but himself.
Yeah. He puts himself in near death situations. It's not an accident. Like it's just him being foolish. But and then the other one is he was working on he was in his garage working, and there was I forgot what it was called, but there was a car that was up on the lift, and it just came crashing down right beside him.
Hydraulic.
Yeah.
Lift, bro.
Yeah, it almost squished him, and we were like, if there's like when the apocalypse happens, we're just gonna stand next to you.
Yeah.
Like because you are invincible, my man.
Yeah.
So, what about you, Kylie?
Yeah, no near-death experiences?
I'm too, careful, I think. I never put myself in those kind of situations. I don't know. I mean...
Oh, you're saying you've never gone to a fight in the desert?
No, I've never made a diss track. I've never really tried to start shit with anyone. I've never been in a fight.
I don't know. I think I just... If I didn't know you and I just saw you, and if you just were not smiling, because when you smile, your intimidation level goes down to
Goes down?
0.
Okay.
But if I didn't know you, I'd be like, she could probably throw down. She looks
Yeah.
like a chick.
I think you got in a couple fights before.
I probably could, but I don't know.
You fought your sister a couple times,
That
right?
doesn't really count.
It's
My
still a
sister
fight.
is.
It's still a
Yeah. But I mean, as a teenager, there's something you go through where it feels like a near-death experience.
Yeah.
Your first breakup.
Look at you.
I'd say that's as close as that.
You're ready, because we got a son.
Yeah.
He's gonna take after me, probably.
Oh my gosh, you better not. You better be careful like me.
Won't happen.
We got time for an ad.
Yes, we do. This very dangerous episode of Necro Electric is brought to you by Dark and Dreary Clothing. Dark and Dreary is an edgy fashion and lifestyle brand that embraces great design and unsurpassed quality. Dark and Dreary has quickly gained a following amongst fans of the occult, horror, punk rock, heavy metal, and all-around free thinkers and retailers worldwide without shoving a preachy, trendy, or political message down your throat. So buy the best, fuck the rest, darkanddrearyclothing.com.
Ooh.
Got that last line memorized.
Yeah, you only had to do it 20 times so far.
Yeah, only.
So what do you guys think about all these people that... What do you think happens when you die? What is everybody's or at least what do you hope?
I think you're reborn. I believe in reincarnation.
As a person or as anything?
Anything.
Anything.
Anything that has a soul. A living creature or person.
Do you believe that, however you acted in this life, it determines what you become in the next life? So, if you were a complete asshole, you come back as a roach?
No.
Type thing?
No, I don't believe. Karma?
Yeah.
I don't think karma plays into it.
I disagree, because I
Really?
feel like karma... I can feel karma, you know what I mean? And when I do something bad or something, I feel it, you know what I mean?
That's because you have a conscience.
Yeah, but I think it's connected. But I believe, I hope I don't know if I believe, but I hope in reincarnation.
Yeah. What about you?
I don't know, man. I don't know about reincarnation because there's some things I don't want to come back as. You know?
Yeah.
For sure. Man, bro, it's the ultimate question. What does happen after you die? I think that you feel a whole lot more peaceful than you're down here sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It gets kind of crazy down here, bro. You know? So I don't know. I'm not really religious, so I don't know. I don't really do the heaven. You know what I'm saying?
We're not really religious.
So
either,
so that's a question I still ain't got the answer to, bro.
Yeah.
I'm working on that
Well,
one.
to me, ever since I was little, like I got nothing against anybody that is religious. You know, I just think about like, so heaven would just be billions of fucking people. You know, like standing around on a cloud, like the way it's described, like that's nonsense.
It makes no-
I'm a religious person. I was raised in the church, and you know, I have my own personal relationship with God, and it's very different than how I was raised and what I believe in. I don't believe that it's the whole, you know, everyone's on a cloud with angel wings and all of that. The stereotypical view of what people for heaven. So. I think that it's more along the lines of, I think it's a personal thing, like what your personal heaven would be. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know, there's no pain, you're perfect in every single way, but you're with your loved ones and you're in the place that you're the happiest.
That
And
sounds beautiful.
that's what I believe. I believe that it is a personal thing. Like, I think my perfect view of heaven would have all of my family members somewhere on a mountain. And it's,
On a
you know,
mountain? So like the thought of that's like nice and all, right?
Yeah, but it's gotta be on a mountain.
But what about day 2, right? And then you're like hanging out and your fucking uncle's like talking to you and you're like, man, what are we gonna do on this fucking
Like,
mountain?
leave me alone, Mom.
You're just sitting on this mountain, dude.
maybe
So,
I'll get it'll be like a guest list for a wedding. I can go, you, not you,
Yeah.
definitely not you. Like, pick the people that I want it to be, and it's, you know, it's just lovely. It's peaceful. I don't have to worry about
Everyone
shit.
agrees with
I
you
don't know,
all the
man.
time.
Like, I like
That's
all
the little
you
bit
guys.
of religious answer in there.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
Like, I like all you guys and it'd be fun, but then like 90 days into it, I'm just like, fuck, man, rap me another song, dude. Like, what are we gonna do today on the mountain? You know, like, I don't know, but you know, I'm not shooting on your beliefs or anything.
No, it's very, you know.
I have heard like some theories where people are saying like Earth is hell. Like this is like,
that's one theory.
you know, that's like one theory I've heard, which I don't necessarily. I mean, there's great things that happen on Earth too, not just bad ones. But
Oh, and then there's the simulation theory.
I go down YouTube rabbit holes sometimes.
What is the
and-
simulation theory? Is that like the Matrix or what is
Yeah,
that?
no, there's a theory that so like we watch these conspiracy shows and ancient shit all the time, right?
Yeah.
So there's tons of shit on Earth right now that can't be explained, right?
Yeah.
Like they have all these like, God, I can't remember the name of the country, but there's a country. It's somewhere in India anyways, there's some country. I'll fact check it and put it in here. But there's a thing that precedes Jesus, like BC, and it's built like 100 stories underground, and it was all hand carved out. And the ventilation systems were all hand carved out.
I know what you're talking about. We just watched this on like Ancient Aliens.
Ancient aliens, man.
Yeah,
Ancient aliens are hard.
People, and they're like, there's no way that we could do this now with all of our
Like, how did they
technology.
do it back then?
You know, and have it being so sophisticated to be able to have the air vents go that underground and all this stuff. You know, so the theory for a lot of people is that when you die, somehow the moon is absorbing what you are, and then you're put back into this simulation of life.
Wow.
Okay.
And that time there's a beginning and there's an end, and that you just keep circulating through that simulation.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different theories.
And that's why they
out
have
there.
like pictures, like you see, like, oh, this guy looks identical to Jay-Z in 1910. You know what I mean? Because they're thinking, okay, this guy gets cycled or whatever. And then there's other people that are like, oh, okay, well, you get cycled into a fish, or I mean that would suck for me. And then I've had vivid dreams.
He's had reincarnation, vivid
vivid.
reincarnation.
What's the worst thing you ever came back as?
A deer, and I got shot.
You got
I
shot?
asked him to be a deer.
In my dream, I woke her up in the middle of the night, and I was like, I just had this fucking vivid dream. You got me to come back as
I want to be a deer.
and I got shot. It's a whole thing. I can't even remember what episode it is, but,
And I
but I
lived my
talked about the
happy
whole
little
thing.
deer butt life.
Yeah. And I was like, it was trippy though. It was super.
Yeah.
Because you know how dreams kind of jump?
Yeah.
You know, you'll be like.
Well, I don't know if they really jump or if we just only remember pieces of them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it could be.
Yeah.
But like to me, in like dreams, like how I remember it is like I'll be at a 7-Eleven and I'll do something and then I'll open the door and then I'm.
11.
I don't know.
Sounds like a nightmare.
You know what I mean? Like in the dream, you open the door, and then you're like in your childhood house or something. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like
yes.
they kind of,
Oh, yeah, I got you.
do that kind of shit. You know? So I don't know.
There's a lot of, I mean, like I said, I've read about a lot or gone down YouTube rabbit holes about, you know, the Matrix theory or like glitches in the Matrix. So that's how people kind of know, like, deja vu is kind of a glitch, or people will have experiences that just really can't be explained. And they're like, this is proof that we are living in a simulation. And I'm like, you know what? If I found out I was living in a simulation, I don't know what I would do. I don't think I would do anything ever again. I'd be like, well, okay, I'm just in a computer program, so just gonna sit here.
I'd probably wild out if I thought I was in a computer program. Wow.
Well, that's what there's like a whole online thing about manifestation.
Yeah.
So that's where they say that you're in a simulation, because if you think about, a lot of people will say, like a lot of successful people say you can manifest something every
like
day.
vision boards
Somehow
shit,
it
right?
starts to come to fruition.
Okay.
I just had this picture of you like wilding out, and one of the programmers was like, "Bro, this dude, what do we do?"
Who told him?
Control Alt Delete.
Simulation. That's a crazy theory, bro. That's probably the craziest of all theories, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it is trippy to think about it, but whatever. Well, let's get to know you, dude. Are you from Waco?
No, I'm from West. Like I said a while ago, I'm originally from West.
You live here now, though?
No, and I stay out in the country. I got some land out there. You know what I'm saying? So
Nice.
I stay out in the country towards West, but you know, we be in Waco. Waco's like the biggest city close to us, so you know we gotta be in Waco. I've been making music a long time, bro. Probably like about 15 years now, really.
Wow.
I think I put out my first project in like 05. So 2020 will be 15 years, long time. Yeah.
So look him up on YouTube, watch all his music videos.
Yeah. You gotta spell it wrong. Prescription, but it's PIR. You know what I'm saying?
How did you come up with that?
Man, like I said, I just be lucking out. I had one time I got in trouble at school and I had like 9 or 10 bottles of prescription pills in my backpack. So the name just like stuck with me. Yeah, the name just stuck with me. Now trouble I've never gotten away from. Death I've escaped every time, but trouble, boy, I've been in a lot of trouble.
Find you?
Yeah, trouble finds me for real. I had a whole bunch of near trouble experiences, you know.
Yeah.
I used to sell cigarettes, and I used to take my mom when she'd pass out. I'd take her bottles of SoCo, and I used to sell the sips.
There you go. Gotta hustle, man. It all starts somewhere.
I think it's a guy thing.
Maybe.
I mean, for me, it was because I was poor, dude. Like, you know, it's just me and my mom.
Yeah.
She literally gave me nothing. So
Yeah, like my mom worked 2 jobs, so like, you know, we wasn't like super poor, but if I wanted something, I had to figure out how I was gonna buy it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like,
my mom wasn't giving me extra money
she
for like
wouldn't give me
fancy lunches or nothing.
Nah.
You know?
Yeah. Didn't you have to like buy a soda from the refrigerator on the refrigerator or something?
Yeah.
oh, I couldn't touch my mama's soda. You're crazy. No, we couldn't buy one of them.
And my mom would charge me $1 every time I drank it.
Oh, she's taxing.
Diet Dr. Pepper. I'd have to go mow lawns for $20, and then she'd take my $20.
And back then a 12-pack was probably, you know, $1.50 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she used to go to Costco and shit when it first opened. She'd have cases of that shit. She'd count it. You know what
She running inventory and
I
stuff.
mean?
That's
She
hilarious.
wasn't fucking around, dude.
Well, if you eat like your son does, I don't blame her because
Yeah.
he'll go through the refrigerator in like 2 days.
Shout out to the fucking train.
Shout out to the
No.
fucking Hey, I live right next to a train, bro. A train makes me feel at home. For real.
Yeah.
I moved out to the country and I was like, damn, train's not gonna be there. Nope, train's right there. Still there.
So how'd you get into rap?
Man, it's just what I gravitated to, I guess. You know, I grew up. My uncle was in a death metal band, and my mom like made country music. I mean, didn't make country. She listened to country music.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Rap just found me, I guess. I don't know. I got into it probably around like the time Bone Thugs and Harmony came out. That's probably my first rap CD.
Nice.
So back in the day.
Yeah.
First of the month.
Yeah, that's the
I think
CD.
everyone knows Bone Thugs and Harmony, no matter what genre you listen to.
Yeah.
So like I did some like I think my first CD I did off like, bro, I'm talking like computer mic, you know what I'm saying? Back remember the computer mics that were like long and skinny?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, my first CD was half off that, half off for like a stage mic. And I think I got like 100 CDs and then sold them and then re-up and then just kept going from there, bro. Just started doing more stuff.
Nice.
And then I just kind of really messed myself up, really, bro, because it's learning trial and error. Like I did all that work over like the first 10 years of my career. I did it all like mixtape stuff, like stuff that I didn't own, you know what I mean? Like music that we didn't personally create. We wrote the lyrics and everything, but we didn't create the music.
Yeah.
So it's like now, for the past like 2 years, all I've been doing is just trying to do nothing but just original. You know what I'm saying? So that's really
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah, because if I would have had the whole catalog now, you know, now with streaming, that would be coming back to me, you know, right now. So
Yeah.
that's my new goal has been nothing but original music, bro.
You gotta do, there's a book I read about creativity and the author says something about you gotta eat the shit sandwich to get where you wanna go, so.
I want to eat a shit.
Or just compose your own shit.
Basically, it's you gotta do what you don't wanna do to get to what you wanna do, type thing.
I'm trying to just keep myself learning, you know what I mean? Like, I realized that, you know, I've been doing this like 15 years and I've accomplished a whole lot of things and I've done a whole bunch of good stuff that I wanted to do, but I realized that I'm not really, like, I don't even know, like, how to play music, you know what I mean? Like, with an instrument, bro, that bothers me. It bothers me, you know what I mean?
It's never too late to learn.
Yeah, so I'm trying to learn. Like I started teaching myself how to play the drums and stuff like that recently. Like you know, stuff like that. I feel like I should learn. I should keep learning. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Learn.
That'll give me an edge too on a lot of people.
Yeah, man. Yeah, especially with making the original music. You know what I mean? Because when it comes like I get on the computer, I can make a beat. Like I'm not a producer, but then I can make some beats and they be jamming. Everybody like them. Then I send them off to somebody and they be like, "Oh, this instrument's not in key. This instrument's not in key." And I'm like, "Damn, I didn't even notice." You know what I mean? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Like I gotta practice, bro. I gotta practice. It's more than just rap. You know what I mean?
So do you do a lot of shows locally or do you go outside, you know?
I've always stayed outside of Waco until this past year. We really didn't focus a whole lot in Waco. At one point in time, when we did the Waco Summer Bash car show and stuff out here, we focused in Waco. But other than that, we pretty much did all our stuff out of town. And then here recently, since Key Waco Loud's been around, Jacob and Katie, man, them some of my favorite people, man. Since they've been around, we've been kind of trying to help with the Waco scene a lot. That's how I teamed up with Lindsay Littman, and we did the hip hop documentary that's gonna come out soon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're just waiting. We're waiting on we applied for South by with it. So depending on if it gets accepted into South by or not, depends on if we can release it or if we have to wait.
South by Southwest?
Yeah, South by Southwest. Yeah. So yeah, just trying to, especially since Key Waco Loud came. That's all we've done is just really focus on the home base to kind of help pick up the momentum of what's going on out here.
Nice.
Yeah. And that's why we're here to give a voice to all the local artists, no matter what you do.
So do you have anything coming up?
Man, all kinds of stuff coming up. I actually have a lot of music ready for 2020. You know, the end of the year.
Where can they find it?
Man, everywhere. Spotify, iTunes. I have a website too. I'm in the process of updating. It's called oneofakindrecords.com. We have merch store. You can buy music on there. We have, limited edition vinyls and we have all kinds of stuff. But I'm working on updating it right now. It's oneofakindrecords.com. Boom.
Nice, check it out.
Shameless plug.
We got time for another sponsor.
Yes. This episode is also brought to you by Mod Ministry. Mod Ministry merch creates for the edgy woman, the kind of woman who works hard but plays much harder, who embraces femininity but tests the societal limits. We are not for the faint of heart. We are bold. We are beautiful. Check out the Mod Ministry Etsy page for handmade harness lingerie. 5-star rated seller since 2014.
Boom.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Have you seen some of our lingerie stuff?
Yeah, I seen on Eastside Market. On the cool, I told my old lady before I came, I said, I'm gonna get a discount code. I'm gonna get you some.
Yeah. You know what, girl.
Yeah. I told her, I said, yeah, you'll probably only wear it like twice a year. Look, man, but I'll still get it for you.
So you said that you got into that ATV accident or whatever with some well-known people. Who is the most well-known person that you know? Who's like the highest profile person you have on your contact list?
Oh, in my contact list?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It depends on your definition of a high profile, I guess.
Call them out.
Yeah, wow.
I'm just curious.
Very specific.
And that quote, well-known people.
Well, I mean, then, like, well, for instance, the people in the ATV, for instance, I would say well-known, expect like Waco. Everybody in the ATV was like
In this particular
was
scene.
nominated for a Waco award that following weekend. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like everybody in the ATV was pretty
Oh
important.
no, so they were
to
all
the-
injured before the award show?
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Waco Awards.
Yeah, you know, shout out all of them on the bounce back. You know what I mean? Man, appreciate y'all. You know, my boy Clarence got it the worst. He's on the mend. That's the person that's actually shooting the music video I'm doing this Sunday.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so he's gonna be back at it this weekend. You know,
Cool. We
When's
can
that one supposed to come out?
I'm gonna drop it. It'll be early like January. I just wanted to have a 2020 timestamp.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
A lot of our fans are actually from this area, so and I know he's always looking for if you got a dope car, you got
Yeah.
fucking a hot sister, whatever you got.
I need him. Send him my way.
Not your sister?
We all,
sisters.
we all need more friends like that. You know what I mean? People that believe in their hot sisters.
Yeah.
So what are some of the goals that you got planned for next year?
Man, just keep picking up the pace. This year I did a whole bunch of I think this year I dropped more music videos than any other year ever. So I definitely picked that up a little bit. Something else I started doing was I started performing with a live band instead of just doing tracks over the music.
Cool.
Like I got a live band, like a keyboard player, a bass player, a drummer, occasionally a guitar player. Then I got a couple stand-ins, like shout out Gerald, who plays the sax. I'm trying to get him on this next show we do.
Nice.
Stuff like
Cool.
that. Yeah. So
You know what I want to see?
what?
I want to see a mashup.
Yeah.
Last Nail in the Coffin and
I'm the lead
Prescription.
singer of a hardcore band called
Yeah.
Last Nail in the Coffin.
Yeah.
I got tracks. We got we probably got 8 or 9 tracks that we haven't released.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to
Yeah, let
try to
me know,
flow over
man.
some heavy stuff.
Yeah,
That
let
would
me
be
know, man.
awesome.
I know, like in the past year, like on the cool once again since Keep Wake Alive been around, I've probably been to more like local rock shows than rap shows, bro. I mean, all the rap shows I threw locally, I mean, were ones that I threw that I went to. So rock shows, man, I went to a lot of them this year.
Yeah.
Like this year, I feel like I really started appreciating the live performance. You know what I mean? With of a band or any genre of music,
it's a
bro.
totally different feeling.
Bro, it's a
Like
whole
backing
different
track.
feel. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like me, like I'm not a huge metal fan, but like there's a band. I don't know if you heard of them. They're from here. They're young. They're called The Sea by the Fallen. Have you heard of them?
I've heard seen the name. Or
Yeah, bro, they go super hard. I seen them at like the Garage Fest. They Rad Dragging them through, and they were the only metal band there. Everybody else is punk
Yeah.
and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and they were the only metal band. Bro, they killed it.
Man, I need to start going to some of these shows.
I know.
I'm missing out on this music scene.
Yeah, there's a good rock scene right now. There's a real good rock scene right now. And they're all young. They're all 20, 25, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So they're on the come up. You know.
Yeah.
A lot of them got good music out too, like on Spotify and everything, all platforms.
Yeah.
Wake up,
If you're watching
doing
this,
good.
maybe we'll throw you on here.
Yeah.
Boom! I'm gonna tag them in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I like all genres, man. Like how I'm doing the stuff with the news station and stuff for the rap. I even went to 102.5 and tried to get them to bring local licks at 6 back so they can start playing the local bands. And
That would be
stuff.
awesome.
Yeah, they're supposed to start. They're supposed to be coming.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're getting towards the end of our show here. You want to get into life in the comments section?
Yeah. Ray _ Taco Queen. She says tacos with a heart, a taco, and water drops.
That's a squirt.
That's a squirt.
Squirt.
Wait, you know Russell Campbell?
I was watching those clips and everything I posted.
He's talking about how his girl gets horny when
Is that who
he
this
starts
is?
talking
What
about
girl
tacos.
doesn't get horny
Is
for
this
tacos?
Russell's girl?
Is that you, Ray Ray? Squirting on them tacos.
Okay, taking it too far. Next one is from Instagram from Scuba Dadu. That's Steve,
Yeah,
right?
we just met you
Yeah, we
tonight.
just
We went to
met
the
tonight.
we were just at the cultural arts thing downtown,
All right.
checking out some.
Yeah,
of the
they just
local
had a
artists.
little networking event before this. Well, Scuba Dadu, Steve, says, Sean, all you have to do is step outside and some crazy shit will go down with you, bro.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much true.
Ever since we moved here about a year ago in Waco, I've had ton of like incidents with the elderly around here.
The elderly?
Yeah, like when we just got back from California visiting. Right when I got back, this old lady cut this chick off and then ran over the island at Walmart and fucked her car all up. And I've had old people like almost assault me at HEB.
What?
I told this story before. This is all repeat stuff, but
Yeah.
I was in the freezer out holding my son, trying to get some rice, and I feel this shit on my back, right? And I'm 6'4", I'm tattooed. Most people avoid me, you know. And I feel this card on my back, and I turn around. There's an old lady pushing me, right? I'm like, yo, what the fuck, you know? And that's what I said to her. I was like, what the fuck, man? And then I got my arm opening the freezer door.
Yeah.
And then her husband comes under my arm and gets in front of me and grabs, his shit. And then I'm like, what the fuck is this, you know? And then I feel her pushing on me again, right? And then I just turned around and I kicked her cart. And the cart flipped on the side. There's the middle HEB right here on fucking Hewitt Drive. And then I knocked her cart over and then I was like, what the fuck is with you guys? And then I just left.
That's super random. I had an old lady today. I was in the parking lot of Walmart, bro. You know, at the things you put the carts in, usually two of them next to each other. Bro, I put the cart in the one on the left, and I turned around to walk off, and this old lady was like, "It goes in the other one." Bro, like I like what? And she's like, "It goes in the other one." I said, "It'll be all right," and I turned around and walked off. Bro, I get back in the car and watch. She moved it. She took it out this one and put it into the other one. I don't get it, bro. And then she like was me, like she walked back to her car just.
Mean
mugging me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she wants to fight and shit. Yeah, the elderly around here don't fuck around.
I've never even been in a fight with an elderly person.
No, but I have on a regular basis. I will go to Walmart and I'll have my earbuds in, and I will just be minding my own business. And these creepy old men want to talk to me, and they see my earbuds in. I have to like take it out. I'm like, yeah, and they're like, I like your outfit. And you're just like, what the fuck? Like, go away.
Yeah, I've had crazy experiences.
Some of them old people ain't to be fucked with, man. I see my homeboy's dad pull his prosthetic leg off and hit somebody with it. Man, for real, for real. Some of them is not to be messed with.
All right, want to get into some shout outs?
Yeah. Speaking of elderly old people, shout out to that bitch who was yelling at me in her car because I wasn't going 90 miles an hour on the highway this morning. So I hope you got pulled over.
She didn't.
No, I know, but my life never goes that way, man. It never does.
All right.
Cool story, Jordan.
Shout out traffic. Shout out to the old lady. We were driving. So we were always hanging at Walmart, apparently. I was taking my kid to Walmart, and she was in our other car behind me. And there was just an old fucking lady driving like 15 miles an hour on the main road, slowing us all down. I was gonna get crazy, and then I was like, fuck it, man. I don't have enough energy for it. But shout out to Steve from the Cultural Arts for having us tonight.
Yes, thank you.
And thanks to Pirscription for showing up. Go check out his music.
Appreciate y'all.
And and shout out to my wife's ass.
Oh, thanks. I'll be going to the gym. Anyways, shout out to Cultivate 712. That place was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it was
They
awesome.
feature a lot of like local artists and galleries, and they had the networking event before this and stuff. So we're gonna be down there a lot more. Anyone should come check out that place. It's pretty cool.
Have y'all been to the Undercroft yet?
No.
Never heard of it. What is that?
Underneath there is a speakeasy that you have to have a membership
I
to.
want to go.
It's like a cellar vibe, and it's like you can go there one time for free, and after that you have to get a membership or a day pass. But it's like it only holds like 40 people, and you can keep your liquor and stuff there.
Yeah.
I want to have like an exclusive
We're
party
gonna
there.
hit that up.
Yeah, like the entrance is in the alleyway. Like it's some
that's
left
so
field.
cool.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Let's check it out for sure.
You
Cool.
got some shout outs?
Shout out, man. I can shout out some people. Shout out Kiwako Loud, man. You know what I'm saying? They always keep me in the door. Shout out Lindsay Liveman. Shout out Necro Electric. Ow, you know. And what we were shouting out traffic. Shout out the Baylor chick who out battled me in the car, bro. You know it's construction over there, right? It's construction over there, and I was like, it was really her time to go, but I was like. In the I'm going around people I'm not supposed to be doing, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm in there, and I got in there, and I was like, she's not gonna out battle me, you know. So I get in her lane, and like it was already too late. I was there, you know what I'm saying. So Then she decided she was gonna try to go around me, so like, nope. And I swung like that, and I was like, yeah, she not finna do shit. I'll be damned. She had enough money to cover it. She just said, and just slid. And she slid her car down the side of my car, moved my mirror in. You know what I mean? She gave no fucks. She won that. I wasn't even mad. I looked over at my lady. I was like, she won that one. So shout out her, man.
Nice. All right, we'll check out all the links and support. Hit that subscribe button.
Do it.
Subscribe to his channel.
Yeah, for sure.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Later.